Hey VC, how we doing? Happy New Year, 2025. It's crazy. Hope you guys had a great holiday season and are looking forward to 2025 like I am. I think it's going to be a great year. 2024 was awesome for vinyl, and I feel like this year is going to be even better. I'm looking forward to being smarter with my purchases this year. And I started a little bit with that in December, actually, and that's what I'm going to go through today. My December pickups from really the end of Record Store Day, right around Thanksgiving weekend, through the end of December, my pickups. And it was quite a bit, but I did all right. I got some good deals. Really quick, if you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It goes a long way to supporting what I'm doing and trying to build the community here and be part of the VC community, and interact with all you guys and learn from you guys and share with you guys. I really do enjoy it. All right, awesome. Let's start it out with, I got a couple different categories I'm going to go through. The first category I'm going to call cheap heat, all right? And these are records that I got in the really $1 to like $8 price range, okay? At my local record store, just in the bins. This first one was a really big find. This one is Quiet as It's Kept, Max Roach +4, okay? This is an original 1959 press. This isn't a crazy valuable record. Like, I think I don't know. I don't even know. I looked it up. I think it was around like $20 or something like that. But so it's not like insane, but really beautiful condition. This is in like really pristine condition. The record is like really honestly near mint. It looks like it hasn't been played in the whatever 50, 60 years, which is pretty insane. It's got one little corner ding down here, but it's really great. I'm really looking forward to listening to this one. It's mono, Mercury Records. Just really cool, original old press. Anytime I see original old presses, especially this kind of condition, I try to consider buying them, especially for the deal that I got this one for. It's really actually driving me nuts because my speakers are, my turntable actually is currently at the tech getting set up and adjusted, and I am having the speakers upgraded with parts from GR Research, Danny Ritchie. I don't know if you guys follow his channel. It's really amazing. He is, just a speaker guru, audio guru, and his company, one of the things they do, one of the many things they do, is speaker upgrades. And so I reached out to him and sent him, picture of my speakers and the crossovers and the parts, and asked if he, could do some stuff to upgrade that. And he sent me the list of what he could do, and he's like, man, that thing is going to sound great with those upgraded parts. So instead of splurging on new speakers, I went the upgrade route and I bought the parts from Danny, and I have it out at the tech, and I'm actually going to pick them up today. I'm super stoked. They're finished and I can't wait to hear them. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, but awesome stuff. So, but unfortunately, I haven't heard any of these yet, and it's driving me nuts. I have all these records I'm sitting on. Anyway, okay, more cheap heat. George Duke, A Brazilian Love Affair. Okay, so I looked this up. I wasn't familiar with this record. George Duke's awesome, right? And when I looked it up, this is like Brazilian Latin soul, jazz, that's right up my alley. I like that stuff. I love that sound. And people were saying about how good this pressing sounded. So I think this one was like $5. So for $5, I mean, there was no question this was coming home with me. Stoked on this one. Okay, next. I want to say this one was about $5 too. Al Di Meola Elegant Gypsy. So what's cool about this one is it's the gold label promo right there. Okay, so now some of you guys can tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. There's differences. I've seen some gold label promos. I've seen white label promos have, a couple of each, whatever. But why are some white label promos? Why are some gold label promos? Does some designate like radio promotion, certain types of promotion? That's what I would like to know. If you guys have that answer, I would love to know. Please educate me on the different promo types, because I have variety of each. This one's a gold label promo, was $5. Al Di Meola is known for having really good sounding records. He's a Berkeley grad. I like to keep up on some of those Berkeley guitarists and all the awesome. And this is like a legendary album that I've never listened to actually, so I'm actually really excited. I hope it sounds really good. I'm thinking it will. And look at that album cover, Al Di Meola. Just putting on a touch of blush. Looking nice. All right. Okay. The next two, I'm going to do two at the same time here just because these were both in the dollar bin. And I thought these were like some of the best finds I had. Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly, right here. And Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. Both in the dollar bins. Both of these are great. I gave them a spin in the Vivor Ultrasonic Cleaner, and they came out great. Awesome gatefold here with Donny Hathaway. I mean, two incredible voices right here. I cannot wait to hear this. This is probably a VG Plus at least, as well as this one, a VG Plus at least, as far as the vinyl goes. This is a cool, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Killing Me Softly LP. It opens sort of backwards, the opposite way, and the front is like a die-cut piano, so when you open it, it's like, then it's just her standing there, but it looks like she's sitting at the piano when you have it there. Pretty cool. Anyway, stoked about these two killer albums. I think the Ace Atlantic 75 is maybe doing Killing Me Softly. I know they're doing one more Roberta Flack record, at least, so that's cool. But I'm excited to have those for $1. So, all right, another one. The O'Jays, Message in the Music. You know, more of that kind of soul vibe from the 70s. I really like it. Dollar record. The sleeves, not, you know, got the ring wear. I'm not a huge outer sleeve. Like if it's a mess, I don't want it. But if it's like something like this for $1 with a VG Plus vinyl inside, I'll take it all day. I have zero problem with that. If it's something I end up really loving, maybe I'll upgrade it later. But for something that I'm not familiar with and I'm excited to hear on vinyl, that I think is going to be pretty good, but I'll do this all day. So you know, I'm all for the dollar copy of it. The O'Jays action. All right, this next one. So this one I actually bought on Discogs. I think I paid like $15 for it or something like that. The Ides of March Vehicle. Okay, so if you don't know this is on Warner Brothers. This is like funky rock and roll. Like, it's awesome. Really good guitars. Grooving downbeats. Like, it's awesome. The song Vehicle is actually really cool. It's actually a song that The Freight, the band I'm in, that we do occasionally when we mix in covers to our sets. And Vehicle is one of the songs that we mix in, and it always kills. People love it. It's a great song. It's a great song. So I was excited to get this on vinyl. Awesome stuff. All right, so the last used record, well, not the last one, but the kind of one that I got recently was Steely Dan's Greatest Hits, all right? And I got this on the recommendation of Steve Westman and his kind of audiophile group there. If you don't follow that page, you should. It's a really great page. Listen to me. How old am I? Really great YouTube channel. And he always gets an awesome group of people in there chatting about records and like great sounding kind of original presses as opposed to like kind of the more expensive reissues. And what they were saying about this one, which I had no idea about, I actually didn't even know Steely Dan had, like, I knew they had a Greatest Hits compilation, but I didn't know that it was, you know, so well regarded. So this Steely Dan Greatest Hits is cut by Bob Ludwig, who you probably know as, you know, the famous mastering engineer, regarded as one of the best to ever do it. And I do have other Robert Ludwig records that really do sound phenomenal. Like, they just pop and jump off the record. Really great. I don't have the Led Zeppelin 2, no. But I do have this one. This is mastered by him, and they're supposed to be excellent sounding pressings. Really cool gatefold there. Don't ask Donald Fagen if he's considered yacht rock. He'll get pissed at you. All right, next category, some newer records that I picked up. Brainwash, George Harrison. This one got released probably like 2 weeks before Christmas. I love this record. This came out maybe a couple weeks after he died in 2001. I remember being so heartbroken. I remember vividly waking up the morning that he died, and yeah. Anyway, this came out not too long after, and I love this record. It holds a special place for me, and it was finished by Donnie and Jeff Lynne, and it's just a beautiful record. The songs on it are great. It won a Grammy. Marwa Blues won a Grammy for best, I want to say best rock instrumental. Really beautiful record. If you haven't listened to Brainwashed, give it a listen. I think it's one of his best. absolutely one of his best. It's definitely in his top 2 records for me, maybe 3, but it's right there. On any given day, it could be my favorite. It's fan-freaking-tastic. So I was really excited to get that because I didn't have that on vinyl. Okay, next. Keeping it going with the little Beatles theme. Okay, if you don't know, you need to know. You discover music in, I want to say, soundofvinyl.com. They must be affiliated in some way because the sites seem similar. Anyway, 50% off from now until January 6th of new records. 50% off. Like, I know new records are expensive, but 50% off doesn't happen very much. You might get a 25, you might get a 30 if you're lucky on like Black Friday sale or something. 50% off is freaking awesome. And they had tons of records, like good records. So this is kind of that next category that I'm talking about that I got from the 50% off section. Band on the Run, Half Speed Mastered came out earlier this year. I hadn't had a copy of it. I didn't buy it. But for 50% off, I was definitely going to buy it. I actually heard some good things about this, so I'm excited to have this. He's been reissuing the Wings catalog, and yeah, I'm definitely excited to have this. I think 50% off, how can you go wrong? All right, next, continuing in that 50% off category, this is a seminal live recording, okay? If you don't know B.B. King live at the Regal, you need to know it, especially if you're even a marginal blues fan, okay? This is one of the most important albums in blues history. Undoubtedly, unquestionably, this is definitive, okay? I can't overstate how important this record is. If you know, you already know, but B.B. King, obviously one of the 3 kings, him, Albert, and Freddie, when you listen to this, you hear why B.B. King is as influential as he was. This performance encapsulates B.B.'s importance and how he can play that one note and you know it's him and it'll hit you like any other guitar player playing 50 notes in a second. This record is it. If you don't know it, check it out. You can get it for 50% off at that site, and I can't recommend it enough. Really excellent stuff. Okay, next one. Little Billy Idol action. I love Billy Idol, man. His songs are great. His music's great. Really dig him. Self-titled, 50% off. Looked into the pressing. Excuse me, get a runny nose. Said that the sound's really good. Awesome stuff. Just, I'm excited for that. 50% off again. Keep it going with that. Paul McCartney, the Russian album. Yellow vinyl. This is the concert he did in Russia. It really was a huge deal. Broke down a lot of barriers, social barriers and government barriers and all kinds of things like that. This was a really important concert. I hadn't seen this on vinyl, but I didn't even realize it was still in print, but clearly it is. I got it for 50% off. Great price, and I'm psyched to have this one. Give it a listen. Should be great. Next one. This just came out a couple weeks ago. Stevie Wonder, The Definitive Collection. I had the CD of this. It is the definitive collection of Stevie Wonder. If you want a Stevie Wonder compilation, his albums are so great, so you can buy his albums. But if you wanted a, compilation, this is the one. And just came out on vinyl. Again, 50% off. Wasn't going to pass it up. I love Stevie Wonder. All right, and the last one of the kind of rock genre, 50% off, is kind of like the mega score. All right, so got this for 50% off. The Allman Brothers Trouble No More box set. 50 years, 50th anniversary of the Allman Brothers. This is insane. Okay, so this came out, it was like $450 or something when it first came out. There is a colored vinyl variant version of this that's like still $450, and you can get it for 50% off if you want. But the black vinyl, so this is the deal on the black vinyl, right? The one that I got. It's listed like as already on sale for like 60 something, right? And then I'm like, okay, is this gonna be a deal, half off and another half off when I get it? So I put it in the cart to see what happened. Sure enough, $85, $87, something like that. That's what I got this whole box set for. And this is an incredible box set. This isn't your run of the mill box set. This is a really good box set. It's in like this. It's got to be full wood, but it's like solid full wood container. It's no joke. I'm gonna hold this here. Maybe you can see what else is in here. That's a good picture of like what's in there. I think there's like at least 10 discs. And what it does is it encompasses their whole career in the different lineups. Obviously the original lineup with Barry and Dwayne, but after they died, how it shifted in their transitions with all the people they went through, Dangerous Dan Toller, and then into like all the way into like the era that I saw live and loved dearly with Warren Haynes and Derek Trucks, who are two of my favorite artists. And it encapsulates that too up until their March 2014 run at the Beacon, which was their last. So this is a really cool set. This is a set that, I'll just pop it out and show you the book. Yeah, this thing's no joke. You got to like really be ready to get this out. All right. Awesome hardback book here. Awesome pictures. Nice big words for us old bastards. I like that. Anyway, super excited about this set. For $80 for that box set, that's like was a no-brainer for me. Love the Allman Brothers. Love the Allman Brothers. All right, next, shifting over to Jazz World. On the You Discover Music and the Sound of Vinyl, the 50% off sale, it included a ton of Tone Poets and Classic Vinyl series. So I definitely, tried to stock up on those because those rarely go on sale. So to get those at 50% off, all you guys know the deal. Mastered by Kevin Gray, blah, blah, blah. Analog tapes. Sound incredible. So I got a bunch. Starting with Grant Green, this is one of the newer ones that just came out. I love Grant Green. He's a phenomenal guitar player. I'm not familiar with this record. I'm really looking forward to it. It's got some covers on it, which I always love. Grant Green's covers. He's really great. Visions. Okay, this one, Donald Byrd, A New Perspective. This is just like a classic, as you can note, part of the classic series. But this is just like a classic all-time record. Donald Byrd is one of those artists that really spans back in jazz and morphed, from bop, swing, hard bop, even into like the sort of avant-garde transition, but into like the soul jazz. This is kind of like the beginning of that, like between hard bop and transitioning into soul jazz type stuff, which is awesome. And I didn't have this, so to get it for 50% off, I was psyched to do that. Put that up here. Okay, Katanga, Curtis Amy, Dupree Bolton, Jack Wilson, Ray Crawford, the Pacific Jazz Records part of Blue Note. So I really like Pacific Jazz. Some people, it's not really their thing. It's a different vibe than, the kind of stuff that was going on in New York City. This is like kind of exactly what you think it's going to be, and it's in a beautiful, amazing way. It's got that mid-60s aesthetic around the whole record. It's I don't want to, kitsch is definitely the wrong word because it's very hip, but it's like, what it kind of reminds me of? It, like, honestly, but you guys see that Brady Bunch episode? Now how much am I dating myself? That Brady Bunch episode where they get caught in Hawaii and it's all like, that whole vibe and aesthetic on the island, and this is that, except amplified to the hippest possible jazz monster musician way. That's, I guess, the best way I can put it. And it's awesome. So, very cool record. Psyched to get that one. It was out of print for a while. It had sold out. And when it came back in print recently. So, when it came back in print, I really wanted to get it. And for 50% off, I was like, hell yeah. Okay. Other one I got was Forces of Nature, live at Slugs. McCoy Tyner, Joe Henderson. So this is one that Jack DeJohnette, the drummer, from his tapes, his personal tapes, he recorded this performance with his tape machine. And he supposedly has like a stockpile room, maybe more than one room, full of tapes of legendary performances. To my knowledge, this is the first one that they released, and I'm super excited to listen to it. So, I mean, McCoy Tyner, Joe Henderson, you get two monsters there at a very cool point in time. I forget the year, but I want to say it was like mid-60s, which is cool. And, you know, awesome gatefold, shows you a picture of the bar. I guess this place was notoriously like, you know, a dive bar, like, you know, classic spot, but not a very big one, a pretty intimate setting. So imagine seeing McCoy Tyner and Joe Henderson in a spot like that. That'd be pretty cool. Psyched about that. All right, Brother Jack McDuff, Moon Rapping. This is another soul jazz thing that I love soul jazz. It's one of my favorite genres of jazz. I like jazz in general. I don't. There's not much I don't like. I don't love avant-garde jazz necessarily. I like melody. I like to know where I am. You know, that's just me. This is going to be awesome. So, Moon Rapping by Brother Jack McDuff. You read this, if you just read this real quick, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. Brother Jack was looking up at the moon one night. Hey, Moon, want to rap? Brother Moon was silent. Come on, Moon, just me and you. Brother Moon was silent. I tell you what, Moon, you rap to me about what it's like to just sit up there and watch everybody on Mother Earth watch you, and I'll put you to music. I can't wait to listen to this. It's going to be awesome. I can just picture him having that conversation on a awesome night. All right, this one. Stanley Turrentine, Come and Touch. So this is featuring Shirley Scott, so I'm guessing there's going to be some vocals on this. I actually don't know, but I mean, I love Stanley Turrentine's playing. He's like just this force. He can be really smooth. He can be really forceful. He can be really soulful. And I don't know this record. It's got that 70s Blue Note label, so I know it's in that era, possibly bordering into the soul jazz thing. And I'm really excited to hear his take on what he was doing in this period of his career. So psyched about that. All right, there's one last record. If you watch my other records, you know how I feel about Supertramp Breakfast in America. I love that record, and I have a first US that sounds good. It does. It sounds good, but it's just one of those records that, like, you just kind of feel like there's more in there, and it could be better. I bought the Mo-Fi. I spent up for it. It was, watch my Mo-Fi video and hear what I say about it. Just please. I can't even. It was awful, to say it nicely. So I bought this off Discogs. I didn't pay crazy money for it. I forget what I paid, to be honest, but it wasn't anything crazy. So the half-speed mastered Supertramp Breakfast in America. I can't wait to listen to this. It might be the first thing I put on, to be honest, on the new speakers. I'm really crossing my fingers that this is what I hope it is, because I know this record has the potential to be fantastic, and I want it to be, and I want this to be it. So fingers crossed. If you guys know about this record, please let me know in the comments if any of you guys have listened to it or have it. The half-speed mastered Supertramp. Totally excited about it. Hopefully it's good things, but let me know. So that's it. That is my December pickups. Quite a bit. And yeah, again, please like and subscribe. Love to keep interacting with you guys. I really appreciate, all the comments that I've gotten so far on my videos. And go back and watch some of the other ones too, if you're interested. And I shall see you soon in 2025. Happy New Year. Peace.